everybody, Robin here, and I'm coming to you with a vlog, a surgery vlog. Sorry, I just had a notification on my phone about a meeting that I'm missing because I had surgery this morning. So, I don't know if I mentioned it in anything. I probably did, but I broke my toe on 9/11 of all days. Was setting up for a training at work, moving some tables, and they're the kind of tables that the top folds up so they can stack up along the wall when they're not in use. And we never locked the wheels, but we had gotten the carpets clean, and the carpet cleaners must have locked the wheels because I was trying to move it and all the wheels were locked. Normally if we lock any of them, we just lock one wheel. But all of them were locked and the whole table just tipped right over and hit my big toe of my right foot. Or as the surgeon likes to call it, the great toe. So I basically had a zombie toe for about 2 weeks. A bunch of blisters formed. Like, this is probably the closest to the toenail. So underneath here was one huge blister, and then like back here underneath the nail was another big blister, and then it was just kind of purple on the sides, you know, like bruising and blood collecting or whatever. Well, this blister popped, and then this blister popped. This one drained, was fine. This one kept draining and draining and draining and wouldn't stop. And the blood stopped coming out because it was like a huge blood blister. And it was just clear fluid coming out. But then it's been about 2 weeks now. My mom basically said, that looks like it might be getting infected. So I think you need to go to urgent care. I'm taking you to urgent care. So we get to urgent care and got there at about, I don't know, 5:15, 5:30. And I was not the last person in there, but I was the second to last person out. Like, I was in there for so long. They took x-rays. The doctor squeezed my toe for a really long time. And he said that I didn't have an infection, but it looked like it could develop one. So they gave me antibiotics. And because when I checked in, they asked me if it happened at work, I said yes. It became workman's comp. Like, all they could really do basically was do x-rays and give me a possible diagnosis, and then give me some medication and recommend that I see a podiatrist. So they sent me on my way, and I called out sick the next day because he'd been squeezing the ever-loving shit out of my toe. And I couldn't sleep. Sorry, I'm like hella thirsty right now. But I couldn't sleep. So I called out sick that Friday. That was on a Thursday. And then Friday I called out sick. So the following Monday, I got all the paperwork. I called risk management on campus to find out what I needed to do. They told me the forms I needed to fill out. Got my boss to fill them out and sent them over to her. And then they made their rounds back to the HR people in my department. Everything got all filled out. They forwarded my stuff to a case manager for the third-party insurance company that deals with workman's comp. And she sent me a packet in the mail. Why the hell they couldn't email it to me or fax it to me or something to make the process go by faster, I don't know. But I get this huge packet in the mail of all this shit that I have to fill out. And I hadn't even spoken with this lady yet. the case manager. So you have to list any workman's comp claims you've ever done in this state, out of state. I've never done one before, so that part was really easy. But I basically had to rewrite the entire form that I had filled out in urgent care on their form. And then, and then I had to list all the doctors that I've seen in the last 5 years. Eye doctors, dentists, GPs, whatever. So I filled all that out. I had to log into my insurance company online portal to pull everything up because I don't remember. Because I go to a different eye doctor every single time. I just go to the one in Walmart. I don't have any eye problems. I go to the same dentist. I had to write like 5 extra lines on there because I had 5 years worth of dental procedures on there. Anyway, I digress. Got all that filled in, faxed over to her, and then I did that on last Friday, so a week ago. Got all that sent over, and then Monday I emailed the girl from risk management saying, you know what, I faxed all that stuff over. I don't know how long this process takes. This is my first time ever doing this, but my toe got worse over the weekend. And it did. Like, it got redder, and the opening for the blister got bigger, and it basically looked like a big old happy face at the bottom of my cuticle. And I started developing a blister on the side of the nail that I didn't have before. And my nail, and all this time, my nail hadn't fallen off. It was still hanging tight. So, they went ahead and approved me and set me up with an orthopedic surgeon. So, she called me on Monday and she got me in to see him yesterday. So, I went in to see him yesterday morning, and they took another set of x-rays, and they came back, and he said that, you know, the toe is broken. It's the very, very tip of the bone. He said that's healing fine. But the problem is that under my nail bed, he doesn't know if it's when the table hit or if when the nail, or not the nail, but either the nail or the bone, when it broke, if it caused it. But there's basically like there was a huge divot underneath the nail. And you could see it on the x-ray. It was like, and he said that it's really dark on the x-ray, so that could mean he suspected it was just like skin and scar tissue in there, but it was causing basically a trough in there that would have fluids and gases and stuff collect in it. So my foot couldn't heal. So he said, I need to go in and remove the nail, scrape all that out, stitch it up, and then, you know, you can begin the healing process. He said he was worried that something could develop in there. He didn't think any kind of bacterial infection had started yet, but he said, I'm afraid something could develop in there. And it was pretty close to the bone. Like the divot was just like a hair shy of the bone. He said he didn't think any of it had gotten to the bone yet, though. So they went in there today. He said, you know, I can schedule you for surgery in the morning. I was like, okay, I'll get it done. And so drove out there today and got it done. I never ever had surgery before, not even, other than, you know, like my wisdom teeth pulled. But that was just local. I was awake the entire time. They knocked my ass out. He told me yesterday, oh, you're just going to have a local anesthetic. I thought they were going to put some pain medicine in my foot and scrape it, because the entire procedure was only going to be like 15-20 minutes. No, they knock me the hell out. And so I couldn't have any fluids after midnight last night. So they had me on fluids, you know, to rehydrate me basically, because I could barely pee for them to do the pregnancy test. And, you know, they gave me my little allergy bracelet and all this stuff, and it was freaking freezing. And I'm so glad they've changed the surgical gown so your ass doesn't hang out the back anymore. It like tied on the side or whatever. But yeah, they got me in there, got me all situated, and then the anesthesiologist came out and the surgeon came out and they talked to me and they asked me the same freaking questions 50 billion times about allergies and this and that. I understand they don't want to give me something that's going to make me die, you know. But I was like, I have a really boring medical history. Like, I don't have any heart disease. I don't have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, nothing. Like, nothing is wrong with me. So they take me back, and they had to scoop me from the hospital bed onto the surgery table. And the anesthesiologist just used the same port that they have my fluids going in. And he said, well, I'm going to put something in there, and it'll help relax you a little bit. And I'm like, okay. And so they were doing my blood pressure and everything, and they were putting the EKG monitors and everything on me. And he said, are you starting to feel a little relaxed? I said, I have no idea. I've never done this before. And that's the last thing I remember. That is seriously the last thing I remember. Until I woke up and I was back in like the pre-op cattle call room, you know, that had like 6 beds in it. And I'm sitting there and I wake up and I'm like, where the hell am I? Because you know, last thing I remember, I was in the operating room. But yeah, it went smoothly. The doctor didn't come out and tell me anything. I have to go see him in 2 weeks to get the stitches taken out. And then he's going to check the progress of it healing. But basically, don't do what I did. Like, if you bust your foot anywhere, go right away to the doctor. Don't wait freaking 2 weeks, because then it'll be a month. And then you're going to need surgery. But he was really pissed off that the urgent care people didn't try and clean out my wound or anything at all. He was just like, I can't believe they let you go knowing that there was possibly something underneath your nail. And I said, once I said that it happened at work, they were like, that's workman's comp. We can't do anything. And he was just like, oh, whatever. You know, he was irritated. But my local anesthetic's wearing off. It's 2 o'clock right now. I've been home since, I don't know, I got to the surgery place at about 8:45. They started up prepping me and everything, and I was probably in there by 9:30. I got in there a little bit early, and my parents came to pick me up. You know, I called and told them about what time I'd be done, and we left there at about 10:30. So I've been home since about 11. It's 2. And I just took my first pain pill, and I don't know how I'm going to react to them, because, like, Vicodin messes me up, but they gave me, I think Norcos. It's hydrocodone with acetaminophen. And they gave me the middle dosage. And I just took it a little bit ago, so if I start getting loopy, that's why. But, like, I've been so freaking thirsty since I got home, because I hadn't had anything to drink, and like, by the time I got home, it had been over 12 hours since I'd had anything. No, they gave me ice chips when I got out of surgery. But yeah, so that is my adventure for the last month or so. Well, actually, it's really the last 2 weeks. I'm finally taking this off. This is, ow, 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 that tape hurt. That's where they put my, my drip in. She said it was going to leave a big old bruise, but I don't think that's too bad. It hurt like a... This hurt worse than my toe did the entire time I was in pain with the toe before the surgery. But anyway, yeah, that was my grand adventure for the last couple days. So, thank you all for watching, and this also kind of explains why I haven't really been doing videos that much lately. Is just because I've been hobbled. But I am going to have a video coming up soon. I'm going to have a giveaway, and I'm going to hide it inside another video, so you really have to watch my videos. But the weather's cooling off enough here now that I feel safe mailing anything out that it won't melt before it gets to people. But you have that to look forward to, and I think there's some pretty cool stuff that's going to be in there. And it's fall beauty related. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I love you all, and I appreciate you, and I will see you soon. Bye.